Welcome to Ellis Mowers and More. Today I turn a mini tiller plus a little bit of cash into an entire van full worth of small engine equipment. Let's see what all is in here, and let's see how well I did when it came to this trade deal. Let's go ahead and get started. So of course, in fine fashion, this van is absolutely loaded to the gills again, which is, it seems like, which was what I'm always doing here. But we'll look inside, give a little peek. I sold a Mantis mini tiller to a guy of South African descent, actually. That I just had to put a carb kit on, so I literally had like 10 bucks in it. And I did give him $200. But he has given me a ton of stuff for that. We've got a bunch of pressure washer frames here. We have a lot of good untested pressure washers that he just acquired. So they could be good, they could have bad pumps. I don't know, but we'll see. And we'll probably get a couple of them running here in this video just to see what we can do. There's a horizontal 3 horsepower Briggs engine right there that doesn't have a pump on it, but I do have some pumps in those big boxes right there, which I'll get out here in just a second. A bunch of pressure washer frames. I think I've got 6 pressure washers that are pretty much put together here for the most part. If we go look inside, I think he was surprised when I came and picked up all this stuff in this as opposed to like a truck or something, but hey, works good. We've got it's like a Northern Tool setup here, and we've got, you know, the old 3/4 inch shafts. The good thing about these is that if I can get these running, which are, you know, the horizontal shafts, I can sell these things for like $150 all day long. And so if I get this one going, that's good. This one actually runs, this cutoff switch is bad on it, so I have to figure that out. But it does run. It'd be great if the pump works. Inside this wheelbarrow, a bunch of engine parts like Briggs Quantum, and we do have some pressure washer pumps here as well. Don't know if they're good or not. They kind of look like they've been sitting out a little bit. Various wheels and all of that good stuff. And so that's good. So yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pressure washers with engines on them. A couple of them are missing pumps. The horizontal ones are. So yeah, that's the kind of the pressure washer situation. I'll give you all a better look once I get all this stuff out. And I'll get those 2 boxes out as well that have a bunch of parts and stuff in them for all kinds of stuff. And I'll get all those out, show you what all that looks like here once I pull them out. Okay, let's take a look around at these trade items a little bit more than now that I have them out of the vehicle. I gotta put all these boxes in before it gets rain this evening. We'll start, I don't even know where to start really. After looking though, a lot of this stuff unfortunately is in pieces. In here it looks like we have a Craftsman blower that's been taken apart, and y'all know that these 2 cycles are not worth putting back together. We've got some cable, some sort of cart thing right here. Oh, all of this is like a walk behind weed eater or something like that. I've never seen anything like that. It seems like it's kind of missing parts though, or they're all in pieces, so I don't know if that's going to be saved. The other things are just handles for pressure washers. We'll get to the pressure washers in just a second. Now on the other side, we've got somebody playing a brass instrument over there. We've got a Ryobi hedge trimmer attachment, so that might be worth a couple bucks to somebody. And all these pressure washer hoses, I mean, they seem like they're, one of them's got a bad end on it, but let's see, I don't have any wands in here, but I do have pressure washer hoses, 4 of them. So if they're good, you know, that saves me quite a few dollars there when it comes to that. So that's good. Yep, maybe just need some O-rings and stuff. Some wheels. Got another Craftsman blower that looks like it's basically been taken apart here. So, yeah, the more I looked at this, the worse it looked to me, the deal-wise. I don't think it's like a terrible deal, but I would not do this again. Super nice guy, though. This Poland Pro blower, I think, has no compression. Well, it's actually missing the plug, so we may throw some starting fluid in this. We've got the parts, so maybe we can get a runner out of that, which would be good. He didn't take that one apart, which is good. That chainsaw is in pieces. We're not even going to try and preserve that. These 2 chainsaws, however, are still complete and have not been touched, so I'm happy to see that. So it's possible. I know they're Poland chainsaws, but as long as they don't need a lot of work, I have chains and bars and stuff, then maybe we can make that work. There's a Poland Pro. That one right there is really no good either. That's been completely taken apart. But those 2 seem like they're all right. They have good compression. And then a bunch of random engine parts. I mean, good news is, you know, if I got a gas tank here, that's good. This is for like a Briggs 875. That's good. Same thing with this. Engine covers and stuff. Pull rope mechanisms, you could always use them. And then the actual engines themselves here, this one looks like a Quantum, which is good. So if this is a good engine, I can slap this on a push mower and have us a potentially good, yeah, it's got the big fat shaft in it too. We've got a mower. I didn't even see the mower deck down here. That's great. So I've got a mower deck down here, which was a self-propelled. I could literally build a push mower out of this. So, okay, we're a little bit better now. All right. Then we've got, let's see, I believe this is the 875. It's probably got the really short shaft. No, it's got a decent sized shaft on it too. It looks like the 2 of the 3 mounting bolts got broke off, so that's probably why that didn't survive. This one looks like all 3 of the mounts might be good. They are, so that might be a good engine there. And then we've got another one right here that was completely taken apart for whatever reason. I don't know. But it's complete, so I don't know why he took it apart unless it was having issues. The chainsaws, we've gotten that, okay. And then the next order of business is this weed eater here. And I don't know about it. I pulled the rope and it pulled itself out, so I don't know if it's even worth trying to mess with. There's another blower here. It's missing all of the carb parts though, all the way down to the intake, but it seems like it's got decent compression. So we may see if I can find the parts for that blower somewhere. So what we got out of it that I'll probably use: an engine and potentially a couple of blowers. I may try and sell that hedge trimmer attachment separately. I think we're going to be able to scrounge around and at least break even with this in terms of the trade deal portion of it. And what's going to really help is these pressure washers. Now, I went through all the pressure washers and it looks like they're missing parts on the pumps, which is a huge bummer. But if I just need to find a pump and a wand for a few, I'll make a few bucks off of each of them, and we'll scrounge together something halfway decent in terms of a sale off of this. These engines, I mean, this one actually runs, so that's good. And then I got, what, 6 of these in the deal? So all of them are complete except for that one, which is missing an air filter cover. I've never even seen an engine like that before, though. So 196cc don't know if it's a Longkin or a Power More, one of the two. But most of these others, I may be able to throw a pump on. I don't know about that 3-horse over there. I don't know if I'll venture into fixing that. Although it's on one of them North Star frames, which is very good. We'll see, though. But that's it. So I've got that pressure washer, that one, this one, and these two. And out of the 6... I really would like to get 4 of them going, so we'll see if that happens. And if so, I'll probably make $50 off of them after I put all the money into them that I want. So, I mean, it's going to be okay. I could group some stuff together in a big 2-cycle lot and things like that to get going. But would I do this trade again? Probably not, but the guy was a super nice guy. And a couple other things here. These are just handles for pressure washer frames. This is some sort of backpack blower. I haven't even opened it yet, but I can see that all of the parts and the pieces are just taken. It's a Husqvarna. Are just completely taken off of it. So I don't even know if that's going to be worth saving. We'll have to open the bag to see that, but I don't foresee that being salvageable either. He did a good job taking the pictures, I'll say that much, because he was very organized, and the lot looked really good in the pictures, and, you know, a couple of spare engines and stuff. If those are good, then that's very helpful in getting some stuff put together. If I can get a couple of these 2 cycles running, like if I decide to fix those chainsaws, I get about $70 a pop for them. Maybe have, you know, $15 in a carb kit. So either way, not too bad. Just wanted to show you kind of a more detailed look now that I've got everything out of the van. Alright guys, so you can see that all the stuff, like I really needed anymore, but you're more inclined to talk to people online when they seem like they are really relatively decent people, right? Good people. This guy right off the bat, not one of them is this available things. He's like, I have all this stuff. This is what I want for it. I need a tiller. And so that's how that came about. Nice guy. He got the tiller. I thought it was a pretty fair deal on the surface. You know, looking into it now a little bit more, probably lost out a little bit. But if you look at it this way, you're not going to win everything, right? That tiller that I had listed for $140, I had like $10 in. It was given to me, so I'm pretty sure, unless I got it as part of a trade somewhere on way down the line, but with a bunch of 2-cycle stuff. But either ways, long story short, I basically had between $10 and $15 in it. So I did give him some money. I did give him $200 for all of this, which I wish I had negotiated a little bit better. But there's $210 worth of stuff in this. If I was a parter outer, so to speak, if I parted stuff out, then I would have then I'd definitely get my money out of this. If I can get a few of these pressure washers going, a couple of these chainsaws going, whether it's just new pumps, I mean, that's with 30-minute jobs that have a couple hours and all of this stuff. So be it. Like I said, we don't win them all, but you learn sometimes. And I tell you what, the trades have really been prevalent this year. A lot of people have been wanting to trade a lot of stuff, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's not really a good thing for my driveway, although I've been trying to get stuff out of here. So let me know what y'all think. If y'all are in agreement with me that this is a pretty mediocre trade, definitely could have done better, and definitely could have gotten $140 outright, because I had a guy right after message me and say, if he doesn't get it, I'll come pick it up. But it's alright. You can't win them all. Just let me know what y'all think, and some of y'all's trade practices if you're in this business as well. So for now, I got to get all this stuff cleaned up before it starts raining. And I do appreciate y'all watching. We'll get some more repairs and stuff going in. I've just been so busy right now that haven't really had a lot of time to film. And a lot of the stuff that comes in is not very major projects. So we're just getting these quick videos knocked out for you, just to keep the channel rolling, keep the interest up, and keep the algorithm going strong for me. So I appreciate it again. Thank y'all for watching this vlog. I'll catch y'all on the next video.